Welcome back. Wrapping up a big week here in the Forum are a columnist from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, Terrence Moore, and an actor from the critically acclaimed web series Back on Top's Randy Sklar. Guys, I've already spent a lot of time on T.O. in the open, but there is more. Ed Werder is reporting that the majority of defensive players, Terrence, on the Cowboys agree with Terrell Owens, that they feel like Tony Romo is overly reliant on Jason Witten. Now what?
You know what, Jim? This has been a great race for NFL Knucklehead of the Year, okay? First you have Pac-Man Jones with that huge lead, okay? And then you have
Ocho Cinco
there too. That's exactly right. Plaxico Burress took the lead.
Yeah, that's right.
T.O. is closing fast. Even by T.O. standards, this is nuts. This is crazy. You can't get even more bizarre than this.
And before the most important game of the year for the Cowboys, mind you, against the New York Giants, when they need to have this win, why bring this out now? The back behind closed doors meetings and excluding people and going to the media. It's, you know, T.O. opening his mouth is allowing the defense to open their mouth. You're the defense. Don't worry about who's throwing the ball.
Why now? Because it's T.O. This is the perfect time to spring it on everybody. But if the defense agrees with him, does he have a point? What's your opinion?
Jim,
is he right?
You're not falling for that, are you?
No, I didn't say that. I'm posing the question. It's my job. Do you buy what he's selling?
Well, it's very simple.
They're not trying hard enough to get him the ball?
Well, what's going on here? It's very simple. T.O. has poisoned everybody else, and now you got these little cliques going on in the locker room, created by T.O. It was totally needless. So if you're a defensive player and you got one of the best players on the team saying, "Hey, don't you agree with me? Don't you agree with me?" You're going to say yes.
Well, the numbers don't lie. I mean, T.O. has thrown the ball 113 times this year, and Witten's been throwing the ball 95 times. Are they really throwing more to Witten than to T.O.? Come on. I mean, this is your warped perception. And how can T.O. think that this is making his legacy as a player better or making his team better?
Let me ask you this: whose job is it to manage T.O.? Is it the quarterback? Is it the coach? Is it the owner? And can you really manage him?
No, you can't. I mean, this guy needs a shrink. I mean, you're talking about paranoid. This guy probably thinks that Tony Romo was on the grassy knoll on November 22nd, '63, and Tony Romo wasn't even born then.
Well, you never know.
He is
might
nuts.
Have a point. I know. Look, T.O. you can't control him. And as Jerry Jones, you know what you're bringing into the organization when you bring him in and you make your team like the Raiders of a few years back. I mean, you're bringing in every head case you can. You know what you're getting into. You should expect this. So I don't feel sorry for the Cowboys at all.
All right, does he not make Tony Romo look real bad right now? Should Romo, as the face of that franchise and the quarterback, not make a point, stand up to him and say enough is enough?
No, because he made Donovan McNabb look bad. He made Jeff Garcia look bad. So, I mean, this is T.O. There's nothing that anybody can do with this guy.
You think a guy like Dan Marino would put up with that? You think Peyton Manning would put up with that?
He wouldn't have to. Because once you bring this guy to the team, like you said, accurately, for a change.
Yeah, thank you. For a change.
Is that what?
I have been doing very well today.
You actually have been doing
Thank you, sir.
well.
See, I knew I'd get it out of you.
Once you bring this guy on your team, you get what you get. And that's what you get.
Well, I think Tony Romo, though, needs to stand up right now. Somebody. Wade Phillips isn't going to stand up. Wade Phillips is sitting down more than any head coach in history. I want Tony Romo to step up and tell T.O. off, dump Jessica Simpson, just start cleaning house.
Terrence, made me think of something. As you corrected Randy and continued to grade Randy, I started to think about what I've been waiting for all week long is one of those great Terrence Moore guarantees where you sit in that chair and you guarantee something. For instance, it has looked like this in the past.
I was sitting right here in this chair, and I said that Brett Favre was not going anywhere. September the 8th, starting quarterback for the Packers against the Minnesota Vikings will be number 4. If they do not win the gold medal this year, they will never win the gold medal. They've had 3 years to prepare for this. They've got the team concept down. It's do it or die. I will guarantee you that Detroit will beat either New Orleans or Green Bay. They'll lose next week against Indianapolis. They might even win both of those games. They will not go 0-16.
Let's not get crazy.
Let's
win
not.
both
Yeah,
those
exactly.
games. That was yesterday. I was starting to get concerned that I would not get one of those I guarantee yous. Terrence, before the end of the week, guarantee me something.
I will guarantee you that LeBron James is going nowhere. This is much ado about nothing. And I'll tell you something. 2 years from now, Donnie Walsh with the Knicks, if he's still there, okay? Joe Dumars with the Pistons, if he's still there, will look like absolute fools. This guy will be with the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Randy, you've got about 15 seconds. Give me a guarantee.
I'm going to make a quick guarantee. Quick guarantee. I guarantee John Daly will show up at a golf tournament this year, play the first 10 holes without his pants on, disappear, show up on day 4 on a Sunday on the 13th hole with a putter and a shotgun, sing a song from his latest country music album. I guarantee that happens.
I hope you're right. Guys, great job. Excellent, excellent week. When we come back, Suns All-Star Amari Stoudemire checks in as our latest correspondent. You do not want to miss it.